We also have other gadgets. Let's talk about the Spot device. You haven't moved much, so we haven't seen much tracking on the Spot. But let's talk about it just a little bit and remind folks what they can do. They can go on the web and see what you've been doing up and down the mountain.
We did take a little trek yesterday. I'm not sure it made it up on online or not, but we did use the Spot device. This is my own personal Spot. It's Spot Scott, and I have a couple of little modifications to it. I put on a thermometer here. I don't know if you can see it online, but I'm really interested to see how it does closer to freezing temperatures, because on summit day, I may have to actually carry it inside my down suit just so that it'll function. But essentially, it has a GPS receiver and a transmitter to the Global Star Network, which is a constellation of satellites that orbit the Earth. And it will send a message, an email, or it can post to a website, which we do have, showing where Keith and I are, and Danuru and my friend Rohan and his Sherpa. So you can see where everybody is on the mountain. And then in an emergency, it's got a little button here, 911. If I were to press this button, I'm not sure who would come, Keith, but
the Gurkhas.
The Gurkhas, Keith says. I'm not sure if
you're on your own,
they
pal.
go that high.
No, you're on your own. You're on.
I'm on my own.
They should have just defeated that button before you left. So it occurs to me you really are going to be, with a Sherpa and like a Sherpa when you're going up there, because you have a lot of gear, and I bet there's a lot at this point in the game. Do you spend a lot of time thinking about what to bring and what not to bring, or have you got that all figured out in your head already?
I had my summit gear list prepared, before I even left last season. It's been modified slightly here or there, but obviously it's lean and mean. But you need to have critical emergency gear. You need to be able to take care of yourself as well as your teammate. And so Danuru and I are a team. And then we've also partnered up with Réjean, who we'll maybe introduce to you tomorrow, and his Sherpa Dawa. But you climb Mount Everest on your own 2 feet, and you descend it on your own 2 feet. There's no one else that can really pull you down. There's not an ambulance service or a helicopter service that can come bring you down. So you have to have good judgment to know that you've reached your red line and that it's time to turn around, even if that means turning before the summit. So we'll try and do that on summit day.
Now, you Scott, I think it's accurate to say you are a adventure junkie, and you've been in some launching into space on a shuttle 5 times. That's risky business. You got very close to the summit last year. At this point, do you get butterflies at all? Are you nervous? Are you just in the zone?
I wish I could say I was perfectly in the zone, but no, I have butterflies. There are many uncertainties about the weather. The longer we wait, the longer it's been since my last acclimatization period. So I'm anxious to get back up there because I am fit. I'm ready to go to the summit now. But if we wait another week, should I take another acclimatization rotation? There are a lot of things that you just can't control. So yeah, I have butterflies. But mentally and physically, I do feel prepared, and I'm certainly going to give it my best shot. And if it means that this particular go round on say May 11th doesn't work out, I still have the capacity to go back in 10 days' time and try again. So keeping all those options open. It's a very complex equation with lots of variables, and trying to keep it all in the air.
Wow, it's interesting. It really is. There's a lot to consider. Hey, finally, that video of that avalanche was just amazing to me. And I know as you were watching it, you were thinking something bad might have happened. Just walk us through what we saw there and what was going on in your mind.
Keith and I were actually playing with the jazz unit that you just saw and taking some pictures. Right on this very rock yard, we call this Table Rock, where we visit with you every morning. and we looked up and saw this enormous scouring of the west shoulder of Everest, and then this enormous mushroom cloud, and I thought something really bad is going to happen here. Someone is going to be trapped underneath this, and someone could be killed. And it was a horrible sinking feeling in all of our stomachs. Everyone here in base camp saw it. We grow a little bit immune to avalanches here. We hear them perhaps once every hour or two, and there goes another one, and you just continue your conversation or your meal or whatever. But this was one that we knew was enormous, and everybody got out of their tents, and people were frantically on the radio talking to their teammates, the Sherpas, and their climbing team members, and thankfully no one was injured. It was a real miracle.
Wow. All right, Scott, do me a favor before we sign off. Give me a quick pan around camp. I just want to take a peek and see how things look there. Just give me a sense of what's going on there. Another day at Everest Base Camp.
It's a beautiful sunny day.
It really is a gorgeous day there.
Hey, Chris.
There's Keith.
This is my buddy Chris.
Oh, no, there's Chris. Hey, Chris, how are you?
Yeah. Yep.
There's Keith.
And we'll just there's Keith. Hey, that's Bill from Gainesville, Florida.
Hey, Bill. How are you, Bill? Hello from New York.
He's going to climb Lhotse, which is the fourth highest peak in the world in a few weeks here. And so we're looking down valley now towards Gorak Shep, which translated means dead bird.
Don't ask about that, I guess, huh?
Yes, exactly right. And then you're looking up towards Pumori, which is a pretty frightful mountain. Some huge hanging glaciers up there. Not many people climb it anymore. And then we'll continue our 360 here. And Keith will wrap us up here.
There he is. All right. Well, Scott Parazynski.
Here's a preview of...
Is this your tease? Show me the tease for tomorrow. What is it?
Have your audience guess what this is and where it's used.
It's if you get stuck in a crevasse, have to cut off your hand.
No hints.
It's a prosthetic hook. That's it.
No hints.
All right, gentlemen. Keith Cowing, Scott Parazynski, Everest Base Camp, Miles O'Brien in the laundry room. Over and out. Thank you for your time, gentlemen.